When life throws you a curveball, how are you going to handle adversity? Welcome to the Fearless Mindset Podcast, where you're about to go on a journey as I interview security, business, and entertainment leaders on what it takes to stay fearless. I'm your host, Marc Ledlow, and enjoy today's episode.
So in order for companies to really grow and be able to do what they want to do, you have to have a good visionary. And Marc is one of those people that it's very unusual to see him where he can see the business in 5 years. A lot of companies, they're so entrenched into what it looks like today, as opposed to like, where do we want to go? And then being able to talk about that and being able to articulate that into, we're going to do these. And then you've got somebody like me that can like, okay, we're going to take this and go here, and we're going to go here, and we're going to go here to get to there. And it's a massively important thing in order to, take companies to the next level. And that's what Marc wants to do, is he wants to really grow this thing and create opportunities for a lot of people and take care of a lot of people. I've been growing businesses and helping people figure out how to grow businesses. One of the things that I like to do is find the opportunities within the business. Like what else can we be doing? And this is kind of where the strategy comes into play. And so, Marc and I sit down and we talk about, what's next for the business and how do we position Ledlow Security to take advantage of that and be able to see those things. I think it's, one of the great things about Marc is he's got a heart of gold. And he can see far enough out. It's like, I can see where the business is. We've been very fortunate. We've had a lot of great growth. It's just because we've got a great team in place. And then just how do we build on top of that? It's building the foundation, which we've got, and now taking it to the next level. Levers for growth is just the opportunity and be able to jump into it. And that's the great thing about Marc, is he's not afraid of jumping into any opportunity as long as it makes sense. And just figure out what that next step is and being able to, understand it, pick it apart a little bit, but then being able to bring it back together and how does it fit with what we're trying to do in growing and creating a bigger version of Ledlow Security Group. We just got to lean into, and this is one of the things that we do, is we lean into what got us here and taking care of people. Because at the end of the day, without having customers, without having people, it's difficult to do the business. And so just understanding where we came from and just building off of just caring for the people and trying to bring more of that into this business.
We're not so big that we have to operate through a lot of red tape. If somebody calls and they need services, we can do it on the spot. Just over a year ago, I got a call from the CSO of a bank. He said, hey, we're having problems with the bank. The bank's getting ready to be sold. We have a lot of unhappy people. We need services. How quickly can you stand up a team? And within 8 hours, we had a team stood up and we started doing executive services, executive protection for all of the C-suites and also the building. And we ran that for about 5 months. And we went from having 3 agents on the ground to about 15 agents daily until the operation ended. So my name is Marc Beeson. I started my federal service back in 1991, worked almost 30 years in the federal government. I was 20 years as a federal agent with Homeland Security. I actually was one of the first agents with Homeland Security. Homeland Security was formed in 2003, and I started with them back then. And like I said, I was an agent until I retired in 2019. In 2021, just decided that I would get back in and see kind of how things went. And that's when I met Marc Ledlow and started working for Marc, and I've been with them ever since. I'm the COO. Basically, I do everything from HR to operations, sales, travel, you name it, I do it. The best part about security, and yet the hardest part about security is it's very complicated. We're dealing with high net worth individuals for the most part, and if we're doing our job well, it should be very seamless. We are a boutique agency, and what I mean by that is we give white glove service. A good team, it's really about vetting and making sure that you're getting the right people. And what may be the right person for one job might not be for another. And I'll give you an example. Most of our agents are either retired law enforcement or retired military. We get clients that'll say, hey, I need somebody to drive me for the day. And we'll give them a bio, which we do with all of our clients. That way the client gets to see who is going to be protecting them before they ever meet the agent. And the clients like that. It gives them that comfort level. But a lot of times the clients will look and they'll say, agent so-and-so, yeah, they got a great resume, but we're not interested. And we'll say, like, excuse me? Oh, well, I'm looking for a driver and they have no driving experience. What goes into a good agent is making sure that it's the right agent for the client, and knowing what that is. And it's not always easy. We're looking for individuals who want to be in the security industry and that want to make a profession out of this. This is a very easy yet a very difficult job. Oftentimes we see in the industry that people don't take it seriously, and those aren't the people that we want. We want the highest level of individuals. It only takes one disaster, like in law enforcement. You never know when that day is going to come, and you have to be prepared. We put rosters together and we look for people that know how to handle themselves in very difficult situations. Anybody that wants to be in the industry, anybody, has been in law enforcement, has been in the military, who's looking for either a career change or a second career after retirement, those are the people that we're looking for.
So my name is Nate Sanders. I'm the Director of Operations for Ledlow Security Group. I'm a former vet, infantry guy. I got out, I did a contract overseas, and came back home, went through Pacific West Academy, and I've been doing executive protection ever since. And just recently, about 9 months ago, Ledlow Security Group picked me up, and I think I found my spot. So we came here to establish relationships with some of our well-known vendors and everything like that. That's what this industry is all about, right? Networking and building relationships with people so we can work together at some point in the future. So we came down here for a conference and a OSINT masterclass. Like I said, it's all about establishing trust and relationships. So we go out to conferences all over the U.S. We're going out somewhere at least once a month, where we're gone for a week or two, and we run into the same people. I will do a conference here in Texas, and then we'll go to Northern California, and I'll run into the same exact people. And it's about building that relationship so, we can continue working forward. The future, for sure. Right now, we're currently growing at a scale that we've never had before. And I was kind of brought on to help them in that way, bringing about new people to the roster, gaining clients all over the U.S., and just running day-to-day operations. Yeah, for sure. And that's one thing these guys always give me a hard time about and everything. But at the end of the day, I am here to help Ledlow grow. And I think that at some point we're going to be one of the bigger names in the industry.